and it smells. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Melissa, for those of you who don't know, and for today's video I'm going to be giving you guys my first impression update. So you guys really seem to like this. I do a lot of first impressions on my channel, and pretty much during this session I'm going to go back, tell you guys about some products that you have asked for that I have tested out thoroughly, and I just give you my honest review on them. So if you guys are interested in these videos, definitely give it a thumbs up. Please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you do like what you see, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get started, guys. Alright, so I'm going in no particular order. I literally just have it all in a little makeup bag. I got this from Amazon, I believe. First thing that we are going to talk about is the, I don't know how to say this brand, ELCIE, but like the other E is backwards. I don't know how to pronounce it, and I don't want to butcher it. This is stunning. Yes, you need this. I have mine in the shade Pearl. They do have this in other colors. Haven't tested out any of the other colors, but I just have this one. This is stunning. Oh my gosh, you literally only need a tiny bit of it. This is so reflective. It looks beautiful on the inner corner. It looks beautiful on like the brow bone highlight. This is an eyeshadow that, yes, you can put all over your lid, but I feel like this is just so intense that I just use it for like those pops of color. So if you are somebody that really likes pop of like highlight-y sort of color in your inner corner and brow bone like me, you're going to love this. I feel like this is just a beautiful color. So yes, I feel like this is definitely worth the money. I kind of want to try more out from this brand. I think this is the first product I've ever gotten from them, so I want to test out more from this brand because this is really, really beautiful. This was $22, I believe, so a little pricey for just like one eyeshadow, but that color is beautiful. Like, it is so reflective. So yes, I feel like you do need this. Next up, we are going to talk about the Lawless blushes. So I have two right over here. I have Vintage Love, which is this shade here. It's a very, very pretty mauve color. And then I also have Soft Nectar, which is pretty intense, but stunning. I really, really love these. I feel like these are beautiful. These are just so pigmented. They blend out beautifully. Do have a little bit of a sheen on like your cheek, but it's nothing so intense where you're like, oh my god, that's too much of a sheen. I usually don't like blushes that have a lot of a sheen. These just give like the perfect amount. They're very, very soft and they're very, very pigmented. I did these two fingers, which is like the worst way to show you guys, but that one had highlight. But I have it on these two fingers and they're just beautiful. They blend out so nicely. I really like them, and I really like the component. Lawless is a clean beauty brand, and I just feel like they're just very beautiful colors. Those are just two light swatches, but they're beautiful. Like, they are very pigmented, very easy to blend, and I'm obsessed. I have a Lawless bronzer that I really, really like as well, so I feel like them as a brand so far, 2 thumbs up. I really, really like them. These colors are stunning. Next up, we have the Pixie by Petra. This is the Sheer Sunshine Summer Glow palette. So I did get this in PR, but I still wanted to give you guys my honest review. So I actually really, really love this palette. You have so many bronzers. So I typically use this one, and I touch a hint of that one, but usually I do this one. I use this for like a bronzy sort of blush. This is a blush topper. This is the blush highlight. This can also be a blush topper, but you have so many different shades in here that this just makes it amazing for makeup artists, or it makes it really good for anybody who just wants that quick, easy, like sort of look. I feel like I could even do an eyeshadow with this when I'm in a pinch, and like I just want something like really quick on the go. This is great for it because you just throw it in the crease, add a little pink, add a little pop of highlight, and you're good. Like, even the highlight is intense, but you can definitely make it more of a natural highlight if you want. I love how pigmented the blushes, the bronzer, and the highlight are. It's amazing, and I actually really like Pixie products and like Pixie makeup. I have another Pixie product I want to talk about, but this was definitely a standout. I actually really, really enjoyed it. And they even came out, I should have included that these, but I'll insert a picture. They came out with these cream eyeshadows that I really, really like. I don't know why, but I'm just on a cream eyeshadow kick. Like, they're just so easy to just one and done and you're out the door. And I really, really like just like a solid color. They were very, very easy to blend out. They didn't dry down super fast, so you had time to blend it out. I did one eye at a time, but you did have a lot of room for like wiggle room where you can blend it out a little bit more. Blend it out with a brush. It is just amazing and very, very pigmented, but I really liked this whole collection that they did come out with. Speaking of Pixi, talking about their mascara, I actually really, really like this mascara. No, after a few trial and errors, it does not top my Maybelline, the Falsies Lash Lift. That will forever hold my heart. I'm waiting for something to like beat that because I'm obsessed with that, but this one is really, really good for a drugstore option as well. It really lengthens your mascara. It really lengthens your lashes, and it really just makes you look like your lashes are full, very dark, very black. I really, really like them. I feel like it doesn't clump up either, and it doesn't make me look like I have raccoon eyes, which is great because my eyes are super, super watery. But this is really good. Another great affordable find. The last products are like high-end products, but let's talk about this. So I tried this on my channel and powder just went all over my makeup bag. When I first tried this out, I was like, okay, like I kind of did a boo-boo, and I kind of like shook it up. I thought that the shifter and just it closing would make sure that the powder doesn't go everywhere, but obviously I'm wrong. The powder went everywhere, all over me, all over the camera, all over the products. It was a mess. First with that, I was like, oh, I don't know. And like even now, like it's still very messy. Powder is just literally going everywhere. Like I even have it on this hand. It is like a very messy product. I don't like it when products are messy like that because it just makes life a lot harder, and it smells. This smells so bad. I can't like even, it's powder, it's like still leaking out. Like I can't stand the smell of this. This smells like, it kind of just smells like paint or like a paint primer. I don't know. It's really, really smelly. Casey Holmes said how she really liked it, and so I was like, oh, let me see if I would like it. No, I do not like that. Do not spend your money on it. The smell is really, really bad, and I'm somebody that can actually toughen up when it comes to fragrances. I feel like, yes, the Huda Beauty one is bad, but yes, I can toughen it out. This one I feel like is so much worse. It's just very, very intense. Smells like paint. Powder, it literally goes everywhere. Horrible to travel with. No, don't even waste your money on that. You want a good powder, Too Faced Peach Perfect, Collab powder. Maybelline has a good powder for oily skin. It's like the Maybelline Oil and Shine. Haley's Beauty. Like there are so many good powders out there. Don't even waste your money on that. Don't do it. But we're talking about the Marc Jacobs. This is the Extravagance eyeshadow palette. So it's pretty small, it's pricey, it's pretty small. Okay, I have like mixed feelings on this because I love this. Like this is so good. This was my first ever Marc Jacobs like eyeshadow palette. Love the colors, love how buildable they are, love how blendable they are, love how pigmented they are. Like the shimmers are very, very beautiful as well. I'll swatch for you guys. They're very beautiful. They are very, very pigmented. They are just stunning. Like they're amazing. But this palette is also very expensive, and I realize that, especially because you're only getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shadows. And truthfully, when you look at this, you're just like, okay, how many looks can I create with this? Because you have one like brownish shade and then one pale shade for matte. So you only have 2 mattes. The rest are like shimmery, and yes, they're beautiful. I'm trying to find places to swatch. They're beautiful. They're stunning. I love them. I have nothing to say negatively about the palette, but it's expensive, and I feel like you don't get that many options with it. You're just paying for the name, which I did because I thought this palette was beautiful. I love these tones, so I'm kind of just leaving this up to you guys. I love this. I don't feel like it's an, oh my god, you have to go out and buy this palette because it's amazing sort of palette, just because I know how expensive it is. And then if you look at it, you're really like, how many looks can I do with this? So I feel like, yes, it's beautiful. Will I be reaching for this every single day? Probably not. I'm happy that I have it in my collection. It's not a bad palette if you do go out and purchase it, but I wouldn't tell you guys to go out and purchase it, if that makes any sense. Like, I wouldn't say like this palette is amazing, it'll change your life, because it is beautiful. I love the colors, but it's just not the amount of shadows that you should get for the price, if that makes any sense. Next up, we have the Velour Fluff and Brow Pencil. So one really cool thing about this product is that you have the spoolie, you have the pencil, and then you also have a balm, which is this here. So you get all of that in this, and I thought that was like amazing. I really like the design of this. I really think it's very unique. I feel like more companies should do designs like this because that's awesome, but I just don't like this. Sorry if that sounded really mean, but it's just not a product that works for me. So first off, I found that this was pretty thick. I'm kind of getting used to thicker eyebrow pencils, but with this, I just felt like the design was like so clunky that it was hard to like outline my brows. It's very pigmented, which I like. I could deal with that part. I could deal with this. But the thing that like kind of threw me a little bit over the edge with like really not liking this is the balm. I feel like the balm didn't do anything for me. It made no difference to my brows. It did set them, but like not really. So I feel like the balm is just pointless. So I didn't like this, and I wouldn't say go out and purchase this because it's not revolutionary. I feel like there are other products that are better. One thicker brow pencil that I like is the e.l.f. Instant Lift brow pencil. That one's thicker and more affordable, and I just feel like I like that a little bit better. Like, you really don't need the balm of this, so I'm gonna have to say no on this, so definitely pass. And next up, let's talk about the Jouer highlighter. I guess like my highlighter video was definitely a like spoiler, because I've been pre-filming like insane for like the past like few weeks, and this I actually love, guys. It is so beautiful. It's definitely a favorite highlighter of mine. Like, that is how obsessed I am with it. I just love the color. It is a very, very intense. Y'all know I love to glow to the gods, and this is an amazing, amazing highlighter. I'm gonna swatch it here. It is so intense. It gives such a beautiful like wet look, a very high shine, very, very pigmented. It is powdery, so meaning when I use my brush in here, I'll just quickly show you guys. When I use my brush in here, and I'm just going to tap like I normally would, which is just like that, there is a lot of powder kickback. So you do get a lot of powder, which you guys could see like right at the bottom. But this is just so beautiful that I don't mind. It is just such a beautiful color, like blinding highlight. I love this. This is in the shade Citrine, so yes, you need this. It is amazing. I love the color. It is stunning. It is such a beautiful champagne highlight. I'm obsessed. Last product we are going to talk about is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. Sorry, there's still powder everywhere, guys. So this is a big boy. This is huge. So I love this so much. So first I just love the packaging. I always love Charlotte Tilbury packaging. Very, very luxe. It is a luxury brand. So you have a large mirror, which I really, really like, and then you have the color. I have mine in the shade 2 medium. So this is definitely more of a cooler bronzer. 3 just looked a little bit too dark for me. It was warmer, but just looked a little too dark, and I felt like I was gonna look like, especially because I'm not really self-tanning anymore, I was just gonna look crazy. But I really, really love this. I love how pigmented it is, but it's pigmented to the point where like it's not overly pigmented. I don't know if that makes any sense to anybody else, but the pigment is, you pick up a good amount on your brush and then you put it on your cheek and it's pigmented, like you could see it, but you go over it again. It's a buildable pigmented color. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but you definitely build this up to get that really nice pretty bronze. It's cool, but not too cool to the point where it looks gray or muddy on me or anything like that. It just is such a beautiful bronze color. I even throw this in the crease when I really don't want to wear makeup and I'm just throwing something on for a FaceTime call or something like that. And it is amazing. And this is really, really large, so I feel like this is gonna last me a really, really long time, but it is amazing. There are only 3 shades of this, which is like unfortunate. I wish they made more shades, but I really, really love this, and I'm going to continue to use this because it's definitely really, really good. So those are all of the products that I'm going to be talking about in today's video. If you guys have any other questions on if I tried something out and you guys want to see my updated impression on it, definitely leave me a comment down below. I'll respond to you guys or put it in the next video, or both. So I hope that you guys did enjoy this little first impression update. If you guys did enjoy this video, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe before you go if you did like what you saw. And I hope that you guys are doing well, and I will see you guys in a few days in my next video. Bye!